What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson at Winter NAMM 2018, and I am here with my friend Mike Peterson of Map Guitars. You remember that pretty sick Zephyr hollow body we looked at? That's this guy right here. What was once in my hands is now in his hands, and it's delightful. And Mike's got this guitar with him, but also this cool new single cut style that I'm rocking right now. Mike, it's awesome to see you, first off.
Nice seeing you again. Hey, so this is the first time this has been in your hands. You're just now trying it out for the first time. Here's the pick.
Get a little get low. It feels like an old friend.
First initial reactions right here.
You can't hear a thing that I'm playing, but it feels good. It feels like I said, it feels comfortable. It feels like an old friend, one that I've played for years, and there's no challenge to it. It's very comfortable.
Yeah, ergonomics is kind of one of the things that I enjoy the most. You gotta, if it doesn't feel good, it's never gonna play good.
This plays good. This plays good. It's got this kind of neck shape that's classic, but there's that modern touch to it that the fingerboard feels a little flatter than its chunkier cousin. It's got a little bit more of that ergonomic thing with your hand right there. I feel that little curve where the thumb meets the rest of your fingers. That sits real nice right there. And I can get up a lot higher than I would on some other single cut style guitars.
Well, yeah, that's the idea. You want to be able to hit all the frets, right? But yeah, so my initial thought was this is kind of a modern take, new take on an old friend, like you said.
Yes.
As I was building this model, everyone's like, okay, you just got to, you got to put a curve in here. You got to put a curve in here. Well, finally, we just pulled out the rasp on the prototype of this. Not this one, but a prototype. And we just rasped it and we just kept playing it in the shop with a rasp and just cutting it off. And finally we had, okay, done.
Cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting until you get it right.
Yeah. Then we drew it into the computer, and now we can replicate it exactly each and every time.
Very cool.
Good repeatability. So I love to use modern tools and modern techniques and old techniques combined. So yes, I use a CNC machine, so I can have repeatability on exactly the parts you need repeatability. But you can also, there's a lot of handwork, a lot of hand chiseling, hand filing, and whatnot to get that handmade feel.
And it's those fine details too. It's those points that where a computer, it's starting to get to the point where it can do those little things, but it still is no replication of what the human hand and the human craftsman is able to accomplish.
Well, it's more like what you're able to draw in the program.
Not too.
So we're still restricted on what computers can do. But then it's like putting on a printer. Look at CNCs as a printer type of thing. And so that's what's fun, and you can have repeatability. So yeah, you call this an old friend, but if I make you one of these, it's going to be the same feel.
Which is good, You go into a store or you visit a place like NAMM or another guitar show, you have custom guitar builders all over the place, and they're saying like, oh yeah, I can build you another one. You get that other one, you get it home, and you're like, all right, you pick it up, something doesn't feel right. And then all of a sudden you're just like, oh wow, I spent $7,000 on a guitar that feels nothing like what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to pay $7,000 for this.
That's a good sign.
If you want to pay $7,000, I am not going to complain. I'll bling it out for all you want, but no, you don't have to pay $7,000 for this one.
And this has got all the classic woods of this style with mahogany and rosewood.
Yeah, so as you know, with all my stuff, everything is one-off. I don't like using paint. let's use what nature gave us. So I'm gonna have 2 different models of this, same type of shape of the body, but I'll have different control layout, like a volume, switch, cocked wah, and tone is the other model we're working on. That would be, what are we calling it? It's Mistral. This one is a Petra model. The other is the Mistral, and this one is the Zephyr, as you guys already know. And so we might even be bringing back one of the models that got discontinued. Might be the Nomad.
I like that one. I like that one a lot. So when can people start placing orders for this guy?
Oh, you can place them now. So I've got a couple of them that are already in production, coming along. I'm not doing high output. So, you know, each one is going to get the same care as the next. So yeah, like this one is now already sold, so I can't sell you this one, but I can make one exactly like this one for you.
There you go.
And
you can do it now.
So you can go on mapguitars.com, reverb.com, Instagram. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into Facebook. But
Facebook is always a weird game.
Yeah.
We won't go into that too much, but the point is you can order one of these for yourself. Maybe sometime in the near future we'll get one of these down in the studio and we'll run it through its paces and we'll have a good time making some music with these guitars. And there you go.
So you just did a video over there with Mad Hatter Guitar Products, and so I'll got to give a shout out because these here, you know, you can flip them around. Normally I have matching wood coverings on the back, but you know I did the clear open so you can see the electronics just for the show. So as soon as the show's over, these covers come off and when the wood ones go back on. But you know, on electric guitars, the electronic components really do make a difference, a big difference, and so you got to have the good stuff in them.
And Mad Hatter is the good stuff for Map Guitars.
Yeah, and so these I'm working with Lawler. So these are right now these are Imperial Hawaiians, and so
and they sound great.
But still I can put in any pickup you want in them. You know, so
there you go.
That's how customizable you can have it.
Consistency and truly custom guitars. There you go. That's Mike Peterson from Map Guitars. Mike, thanks so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Well,
you've been busy as can be. You've been running around. You've been having some crazy adventures.
I did.
Yeah.
I have. And I'm about to go have more.
Yeah, and I've seen some of them already. They're out there. So, yeah.
We're going to go have some more fun. Thank you. I'm going to do my best. Hey, if you want to see more, you know what to do. Click that floating subscribe bubble somewhere here in the vicinity. And until next time, we're going to wish you all great tone and happy stomping. Cheers.